when recording my VTuber videos, I use a program called FaceRig, and there's an updated version called Animaze. But to import certain my 2D model into it does cost a few dollars, so I'm just continuing to use FaceRig until I have issues, and then I will upgrade to Animaze. So when using FaceRig, you first have to import your model into it, and that can be done by going through the following pathway. You're going to start at Program Files Time 26. Go to Steam, Steam Apps, Common, FaceRig, Mod, VP, Custom Data, Objects, and then this is where you're going to import. Going to put the folder of your Live 2D or 3D model into this. Mine is A77, but I should rename it to Kubia, but there's no real point in doing that because these are the files that you're going to need for your VTuber, your model. I mean, once you have imported your model into FaceRig, you're going to come on this. Going to come to this screen, and before you do anything, you're going to have to change the graphics setting because generally when I open FaceRig, the resolution is really low. So you're going to just tone it back down or turn it up to 1600 by 900, or if you have a really good computer, you can turn it up to 1920 times 1080p and set the render quality to high or uber high. I never tried uber high though, but I'm pretty sure it's still good. So once you're here, you're going to see that you're going to have your camera set up. And I'm using this, a 720p Logitech camera. It's about $20. And then if you have a model that can use different animations, you can still do them here. Just I have hearts, blush, no blush, sweat, glasses off, glasses on, things like that. So when using Animaze, you're going to calibrate your model using the neutral pose, and then click on quick auto calibration expressions, and then just to calibrate, and then don't move for a few seconds, and then you're gonna change your environment into this green, and this green is gonna allow us to make ourselves transparent while streaming or recording videos. You can adjust your model by hitting the Alt and scrolling in and out to make them larger and bigger, or holding Alt and moving around on the roller thing on your mouse. You can take a screenshot with it. And you want to click on toggle broadcast when you're recording videos or streaming, and to toggle tracking because you're gonna want to track in order to show your model moving around and everything. And this is just record performance, but you're really going to be recording in like OBS. That's what I'm going to show you. So a lot of other stuff you're not going to be using as much. So after you open OBS, you're going to be here, and to first get your model into OBS, you're going to click on this plus sign, and then you're going to click on video capture device, and just click OK, and then your capture device should come as a FaceRig virtual camera, and you just click OK. But I already have it though, so it's not gonna do anything different for me. And then once you should be able to see your model now with the green screen behind it. So this is what you're gonna see when you just put your model into OBS. So to get rid of the green behind yourself, you're gonna just right click, filters, and then click plus sign, and then chroma key. And then while you have chroma key, you're going to click on green. Since our background is green, you want to remove the green behind ourselves, or all the green that we have that's on our model. So if you want to record a gameplay, you're going to once again add a video capture device, and then you're going to be here. And I'm using an Elgato Game Capture HD. And you should see it once it's connected to your OBS. So here I have my Switch already connected, and everything is normal. You should be seeing the screen. You should hear everything that the game's doing. as you would on like a normal TV or something. In this audio mixer, this is just as the name suggests, you can adjust how loud and how quiet you want something to be. So if I want to lower my microphone to really low, I can do that by just moving this blue bar down. The same thing with desktop audio, which is the sounds you hear from your computer. And FaceRate input does allow you to adjust the audio mixer, but I mean, it doesn't do anything since FaceRate doesn't have any like music, or you can't hear anything from FaceRate. To record your entire screen, you're going to click on the plus and click display capture, and the display captures will just record your entire screen and everything on it. And this probably will come up black for you initially, so you're going to first go to your system settings, or just click on the start menu, then type in graphics settings and click that, and you're going to be here. You're just going to click on classic app, browse, and it should just take you immediately to this OBS 64. And if you're not taking here, you're just going to go to local disk, program files, OBS Studio, data, or no, bin 64, then double click on OBS 64, and then add it. And you can add it to either a power saving or a high-end graphics card setting. And you should probably just put it on power settings, since you're just recording your desktop and not a game. To add a specific window, you just the plus sign again, and just click window capture. When you want to record your internet browser, you're going to click the plus sign, window capture, and it'll come up. You can probably click create new, since I already have a window capture. I'm going to use this one. And then you're going to come up with the options of what to do. So you're just going to click the internet browser itself. So now you should see me on my Twitter page. To record videos, you're just going to click on this big button. It says start recording. You're going to click on it. Since I am recording, it's going to switch over to say stop recording, and you can pause and play the recording with this pause button. You know, if you don't want to edit a video and you just pause out a period when you're waiting or something, instead of having to edit it and post. You can also use the button to stream, but I'll probably make a tutorial about streaming later on, because I do plan on streaming.